Today, I'm going to share with you 5 inspirational quotes that are particularly valuable for sales professionals and entrepreneurs. I'm glad you joined me for today's episode because this is a jolt of inspiration for you. It's going to help you push through whatever's going on in your life and keep going forward. Welcome to another edition of the Dave Lorenzo Daily, and sometimes you need a little help, you need a little burst of motivation to help you get out of bed in the morning, and that's what we've got for you today on the Dave Lorenzo Daily. Today I'm going to share with you 5 inspirational quotes that are particularly valuable for sales professionals and entrepreneurs. I'm glad you joined me for today's episode because this is a jolt of inspiration for you. It's going to help you push through whatever's going on in your life and keep going forward. So let's get started with today's inspirational sales quotes. And our first quote is from none other than Walt Disney. And the quote I love from Walt is, he says, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. What this means for you is that action speaks louder than words. Action is everything in sales. Action is everything when it comes to getting things done in business. So if you want to make sure you're achieving your goals, get started right now. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Now is the perfect time. There's an expression that I use with my clients all the time, and I say the perfect time to execute this strategy was yesterday. The second most perfect time to execute the strategy is right now. And that is true for anything you're going to do in sales, anything you're going to do in business, and really anything you're going to do in life. Waiting gets you nowhere. Motion, action helps you close deals and sales. So get going and start taking action right now. Now let's take a look at quote number 2. Quote number 2 comes to us from the great Jim Rohn. And Jim Rohn says, "If you're not willing to risk the usual, you'll have to settle for the ordinary." The way I use this quote to motivate me is I think of the things that I have in my life now that make me very comfortable. And then I challenge myself to get uncomfortable to achieve the next level of success that I deserve. I think about the types of matters that I work on and the types of people that I work with. And I challenge myself to work with more successful people and work on more challenging matters. I challenge myself based on the people with whom I surround myself, the people who are in my social circles. And I say to myself, how can I become a part of a social group that's even more successful? And then I think to myself, who do I need to know in order to take me to the next level? And I become really uncomfortable that I may not fit in that crowd, and then I embrace that discomfort and I stretch for something that's extraordinary versus something that's ordinary. So when I look at this quote, if you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. I think to myself, how can I do some things that are unusual and put myself in surroundings that make me uncomfortable so that I can have things that are extraordinary, which is essentially extraordinary. Let's take a look now at quote number 3. Quote number 3 comes to us from the great Albert Einstein. "Try not to become a man of success, rather become a man of value." I've heard this quote for my entire career, but it wasn't until I got into sales that I fully understood becoming a man of value. If you provide value to other people, business will follow. Do not focus on the amount of income you can make. Do not focus on the amount of products or services you can sell. Focus on the amount of value you can deliver to other people. The more value you deliver, the more you make. It's that simple. Let's take a look at the next quote. It comes to us from Richard Branson. Richard Branson says, "If somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, say yes and then learn how to do it later." This is a risk. It's a huge risk. but you never learn from things that you say no to. If someone offers you an opportunity and it stretches you outside your comfort zone, you got to take it. 99 times out of 100, you will be successful at that opportunity. And even if you stumble and bumble along the way, you'll learn a tremendous amount from it. I'm standing in front of you doing videos right now because I took it upon myself to record videos one time for a client that was in need of distance learning. Now I do videos for my clients all the time. They love it, and it's expanded my reach above and beyond what I was able to do. I would never have had that opportunity had I not said yes to the client and then figured it out later. Richard Branson, spot on, one of the most valuable quotes you're going to find on the interweb today. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final quote from the great Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie says, "Do the thing you fear to do and keep on doing it. That is the quickest and surest way ever yet discovered to conquer fear." Repeated exposure helps you conquer fear. You have to face your fear and lean into it. You have to face your fear and go right at it. I have clients who tell me all the time that they don't like public speaking. And what they're saying is they're afraid to get up in front of groups because they're afraid of potential embarrassment. The best thing I can do for them is get them up in front of groups as much as I possibly can so they desensitize themselves to the thing they fear the most. I have people tell me all the time, "Dave, I'm afraid to pick up the phone and call that client and follow up and see what the answer to the proposal is going to be because I'm afraid of rejection." And the surest way to conquer that is to call everybody that you have proposals out to and find out what's going on. Press them for an answer today, because if you don't, you're never going to overcome that fear of rejection. Whatever it is you're afraid of, expose yourself to it frequently, and you'll be amazed at how quickly the fear dissipates. I hope you enjoyed these 5 motivational and inspirational sales quotes. And remember, if you need to reorganize your sales strategy or you want to boost your revenue, you can always give me a call. I'm available at 888-444-5150. That's 888-444-5150. I'm Dave Lorenzo, and until next time, we'll see you right back here at the Dave Lorenzo Daily.